Hey guys, what's up, what's happening? You got the King of Games 98 here, as if you couldn't already tell by this channel, or, if you're not even subscribed, then there you go. So, if you watched the previous video, I did an unboxing and showed off and did some gameplay / testing of my new color model of Neo Geo Pocket Color. Well, now I'm going to be showing you guys and talking about a new Game Boy Pocket that I bought recently, which is this Extreme Green Limited Edition Game Boy Pocket. Oh yes, this is a thing. It exists. It looks like the Nickelodeon Slime Green.
It may be a little bit yellow for the camera, as you can kind of see. It is a little bit yellow, but to give you a nice insight, this shit is USA. Oh, I'm sorry, did that burn too much? Have some aloe vera. It's just as green.
Alright, the Mountain Dew is definitely identical to it.
Oh, definitely.
That's for
just
damn
wanted to
sure.
make that joke.
Yeah, the aloe vera not really so much, but the Mountain Dew, it's freaking identical.
So there you go. It is Mountain Dew Green. Nickelodeon sponsored Mountain Dew Green.
Yeah, right, there you go.
Yeah, by the way, my name is Mr. Game and Squatch for anybody new to the channel as well. I frequent here sometimes.
Yeah, we got Tyler, aka Mr. Game and Squatch here. He is helping me with this video and actually helping me upload it too. But we're not going to get into that because no one cares about that.
Yeah. You're here to learn about the awesome Game Boy Pocket.
So
after we take the Mountain Dew, I'm thirsty.
Behind me is the 5 different color variants of Game Boy Pocket I already owned, and then with this one it makes 6. Wow. So pretty cool stuff.
He has all the infinity pockets. With the snap of his finger, he can triple his collection.
Oh my god. I love the analogy and the reference.
Thank you.
I love it.
I try.
Okay, so since I never did like a proper review video of any model Game Boy, since I'm doing this Game Boy Pocket, I figure first I would talk about some information of the Game Boy Pocket in general, and then I will go into detail of the little information I could find regarding this limited edition Game Boy Pocket, because I gotta tell you guys, I wasn't able to find a whole lot. But what I was able to find I thought was pretty important and worth mentioning, so I wrote down. Now, first, before I even talk about any information, I do want it to be said that I looked up on YouTube prior to recording this video, videos of this Game Boy Pocket, and there is actually a bunch of videos on this Game Boy Pocket. Thing of it is, there is not a single video specifically explaining and talking about why this is a limited edition Game Boy Pocket, where it came from, what it was exclusive to, approximately how many of these were made. So that's really what I'm trying to accomplish here by making this video.
And I think that's really good of you because, like you said, hardly anybody ever talks about this.
No. So, first off, right off the bat, Game Boy Pockets were released on July 21st of 1996. Nintendo released this as a slimmer, more compact version of the Game Boy from the original DMG version, which, hold on, we're
just doing a little size comparison.
We're gonna do a side by side. Boom! Look at that.
Without knocking mine over.
Without, yeah, yeah. I mean, look, that thing like behemoths. It's just
kind of a cross between doing the DMG and a color.
Yes.
Because obviously the color screen is smaller, but is actually colorful.
Yes.
So I know you only have 2 hands.
Yes, I do.
It's a smaller screen, but relatively same size.
Yes.
As you can see from the backs here.
Oh yeah, you could.
Quite literally the same size, actually.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's a nice cross in between those two.
Now, comparing the Game Boy Pocket to the original DMG model Game Boy,
as you saw with the screens, definitely is different.
Oh my god.
It's a major improvement.
Oh, understatement of the century. Really, there is no comparison between the two. I would just say they're that much different, and preferably, if you would ask me which one would I rather have or play on, I would tell you a Game Boy Pocket.
Of course.
More green.
Understatement of century it is.
Thank you, yogurt. The Game Boy Pocket retailed back in 1996 for $69.99. That is US dollars, so $70. Really, I don't think that was bad for 1996.
That's okay. For back then, it was
Yeah.
a little bit expensive, obviously, for having a handheld in general.
Well, sure.
But then again, the GameCube came out at, what was that, $100? $80 that was? And that was mid-2000s.
I'm not sure off the top of my head. Yeah, the GameCube was like, what, 2002, 2003?
Yeah. So, either way, it's relatively, like I said, it was definitely a more affordable option than
Yes.
getting either a DMG, which were still in production at this time.
Yes, they were.
They were still making DMGs.
Yes.
But it was more affordable, and they came in a lot more colors, too.
They did.
They originally came in the silver that you see back there.
Yes, that is actually the very first model Game Boy Pocket they actually ever made. And what's interesting, another interesting fact that I did write down and was going to mention that I said to Tyler earlier, if you see between the two, the one has a power LED light and the other one does not. Well, that's because in the very first models or batch of Game Boy Pockets, they made them specifically without it. I guess to cut costs, to save money.
And also save energy probably for the batteries as well.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, as a substitute, in the Switch, you can see a red indicator
Yes.
when you switch it on, but
Oh,
that's
oh.
not important.
Yes, he is talking about,
See how
That.
it turns red to show that it's on.
yes, even though that's not really a light, but I guess good enough.
It's good enough to show that it's on, as if you
Yeah.
couldn't tell with it sitting on. But then,
Right, right.
With the contrast wheel, you never know
That's true.
until the game starts playing.
So, it retailed for $70. The Game Boy Pocket is powered by two AAA batteries, which is a huge improvement compared to the DMG with four AA batteries.
Yeah.
On two AAA batteries, a Game Boy Pocket lasts about 10 hours of gameplay on two AAA batteries.
That's kind of crazy compared to my Superboy that I had got that has a 4400 milliamp hour battery, but also has a full backlit LCD screen.
Yes.
But is equivalent in gameplay length.
Yes.
Because
yeah.
that is about 10
That's-
hours worth right there as well.
That's pretty hard to believe.
And this is for the 90s.
Right.
That's
now,
crazy.
this I think is going to really blow your mind.
Wow.
The Game Boy Pocket has a larger screen than the Game Boy Color.
Well, yeah. Yeah, dude, side by side. We'll show you. It actually does. Like, the actual screen itself is quite larger than even almost the entire glass of the color.
I actually got measurements that I wrote down. Now, mind you, this is going diagonal. The Game Boy Pockets is 2.56 inches, and the Game Boy Colors is 2.32 inches going diagonal across.
Well, that's how you measure screen lengths.
Yes.
As this.
So, that's pretty cool. I actually didn't know that.
I mean, well, I kind of noticed it was different. I never knew the exact measurements, but as far as like screen superiority, you got to go with the color one, kind of.
Yeah.
Because it is an improvement.
It is.
But as far as versus a DMG and this one takes the cake and the freaking fork with it.
Absolutely, yes.
Not to mention, it is a bigger screen as well than the original DMG as well.
Yes. Oh, definitely.
Which I think the DMG looks like it has the same size screen as the color. But that's off topic.
Now, this I thought was a really interesting fact. The screen has improved visibility and pixel response time, mostly eliminating ghosting.
Yeah, that does happen a lot with DMGs because you'll be playing it and it just blurs, so you have to stop what you're doing for
Right.
at least a moment to tell what it is.
Right.
The color doesn't really do that either because obviously it's an improved screen as well.
It is,
but
yes.
For what we're talking about with this, that is definitely a major step up.
Oh, yes. Now, I did already mention this, but I'm going to say it again. As I explained earlier with the original model Game Boy Pocket not having an LED power light, it didn't originally have a power LED light until public demand in 1997. So, basically what that means is...
People did not like that there was no light to tell
No.
them that their game was on.
And so this is how they originally came, with no power LED light indicator there. And then when people bitched to Nintendo, a year later, they re-released them in different colors too.
Goes to show you can cyberbully companies even back in the 90s.
With the power LED light indicator right there on the side, which I do actually like that.
Plus, with the re-release of the silver one, it doesn't have that chrome outer fitting of the screen. It became the gray that we all know now.
Yes, there is actually there is actually two variants of this one. The one that I have with the chrome going around the screen and no power light, and then the second variant, no chrome around the screen, as Tyler just said, and just regular gray and a power light. So there's a little variant history for you for
anybody that's hunting for either both ones or maybe had a Mandela effect right now where you never even noticed that.
Yeah.
Because I honestly never noticed that until he pointed it out to me.
There you go. And last but certainly not least, to some people I think this was obvious, but I'm just going to say it anyway. The Game Boy Pocket plays all original Game Boy games and black color Game Boy cartridges. And no, I am not trying to sound racist, and I am not racist at all by that. I seriously mean that the black color Game Boy cartridges that will play on original Game Boy and Game Boy Color do play on Game Boy Pockets. I did a whole video on that, and as a matter of fact, I will link that at the end of this video. Literally called Know Your Game Boy Color Cartridges. So, yeah, that's all the interesting general facts about the Game Boy Pocket that I've written down. Now I'm going to get to the interesting stuff solely behind this limited edition Game Boy Pocket. So, as I stated before, there's a bunch of videos on this on video, but not a single one of them went into detail explaining why this is a limited edition.
Or what it was exclusive of.
Where it came from, what it was exclusive of, yes. So,
what did they want? What did they leave behind? All more on ancient Game Boys.
Yes. So the Extreme Green limited edition Game Boy Pocket was a Toys R Us exclusive.
Which is kind of crazy because usually Toys R Us is usually like, yellow and blue and stuff like that, except for the N64 that was gold.
That was gold, yes.
I'll give you that one.
That is true.
Other than that, I'm not 100% fluent on what all Toys R Us exclusives were. If there even were a lot of them except for this.
I'm really not sure that
But this
myself.
was for U.S. Toys R Us, of course, correct?
Yes. So this
is a U.S. region exclusive, along with the Toys R Us exclusive.
This was a Toys R Us exclusive Game Boy Pocket. It is estimated that between 10,000 and 50,000 of these were made in this limited edition Extreme Green color. And most importantly, as Tyler just pointed out, this is the only limited edition Game Boy Pocket sold through Toys R Us in North America.
That's it. Just on North America.
That's it.
I mean, Japan's got their plenty of exclusives, like the Toyota Game Boy Pocket, that's Astro Boy, but screw Astro Boy, screw Toyota, screw Ford for that reason. I'm just kidding, I love Ford. We get Extreme Green from Toys R Us. I hope my enthusiasm helps.
I certainly think so.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, so that was all the interesting facts about the Game Boy Pocket handheld in general and of the Extreme Green limited edition one that I have.
Why don't we display how the screen is compared to, say, a DMG as well?
Yes, that's a great idea. So now we're going to get into some gameplay.
I'm just trying to get a game to play for the DMG.
And yeah, we're gonna do a nice side by side of my Game Boy Pocket and a DMG Game Boy.
He has Tetris in his, and I have Zelda in mine. And as you can see, you can hardly even tell what's going on with Zelda.
It's just piss green, man. It's Mountain Dew green.
Even on the dark settings, or darker contrast settings, you can barely tell. With his, almost crystal clear.
Yeah, it's a better screen on the Pocket than it is on the original DMG model Game Boy. It is, albeit a dark screen, but even in black and white, it's clear. It is still a very clear screen. Now, of course, if you're playing this guy in a dimly lit room, then
it's quite hard to see.
Yeah, it is going to be harder to see.
But compared to a Game Boy Color, it's better to have a full-size screen, obviously, But, I mean, you have a bigger size screen, but this also is in color. That's the only real difference with these.
Yes.
So, but you give or take.
Yeah.
What you can do.
I really like this, though, and I love Tetris, so...
Honestly, since I had gotten mine, which is funny because you have the clear one back there, and while we were in nthis, when he wanted to get this at first, we both had actually seen this complete in-box Game Boy Pocket with warranty card. No, you don't get to see the warranty card. With warranty card. I have paper clips just holding it for security. We both originally really wanted it.
Yeah.
But we settled it like gentlemen.
Yep.
And he was very nice enough to let me have it. Because his collection is extensive.
Yeah.
As you can see.
Oh, yeah.
And mine is okay.
Oops.
I could just say it's okay. So
I mean, hey, you know what? But
he definitely scored very big with this.
I certainly think so, and it just occurred to me. I don't think I said how much I paid for this. So
yeah, they're right now as of what's the 4th?
Yes.
Recording this is the 4th. It'll be up on the Sunday. As of right now, they're going for around 120-ish, based on their condition, of course.
Yes.
But with how well this condition is for your Game Boy, especially even with the sticker on the back is okay. For what you paid from nthis is not bad. They're going for about 120.
I don't really think I paid. I think what I paid was fair.
Absolutely.
I don't really think. Or at least I don't feel like I got ripped off anyway.
No, yeah, Nick.
So
he's very fair with his pricing, and he's very straight up with you as well. He'll tell you like, yeah, we had to do this and this to get it to work, or it came perfect and stuff. He is a very good guy.
Oh yeah. So I paid $119.99 for this at Next Level Video Games, and I am really glad I bought this because I actually really love it. It's freaking awesome.
Honestly, I'm really happy with mine too. Actually, for the first couple of weeks that I had it, I played it nonstop. I brought it with me to work.
That's cool.
Everything. It just, like I said, I mean, I played my DMG when I had it as well, but it was okay. And I played my Game Boy Color. It was okay. For some reason, the Game Boy Pocket just felt so right, being in my hands, which are freaking Sasquatch hands. Like I swear, I have a size 13 ring finger. Go from that, okay, people.
Man, I'm killing it.
Nice. Keep on doing it, my guy.
Yeah. So
it fits so well in my hands, and plus the screen was so. I guess I like that it was bigger. Size matters, ladies. So I was very happy with it, and
That's
I'm
good.
glad that you're happy with yours as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Are you actually trying?
Oh yeah. Well, okay. This isn't my best game of Tetris ever, but
Yeah, I think it would probably be a lot easier if you weren't looking through the cameras.
no.
So
It is.
Either way.
It is a little bit harder.
it's okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
That's exactly what I thought about your game.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, I think this is pretty much gonna do it for this video.
Hopefully this was very informative for you.
Yeah,
guys.
I pretty much said all I wanted to say that I had written down, and I wanted to try to make an informative video on this. Not really.
I believe you did.
Not really so much as a bragging. Ha ha! Look what I just got.
Or look at all my Game Boy Pockets in the background there.
No, but I really wanted to just make a proper informative video on this really cool limited edition Game Boy Pocket.
Well, I have to say, I feel very informed.
Okay, well that's good then. Then I must have done my job then.
At least you have one person who is informed.
That's good.
Now, as far as, let's go to the comments section to see what the jury says.
The results are in.
Let's see what the court of public opinion says.
Dun 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 dun.
And survey says.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I gotta give a huge shout out to Mr. Game & Squatch, aka Tyler.
Thank you.
You know, I can't thank him enough for helping with this video and just being a part of it. I did want him in this video to begin with, so
I love being a part of it as well.
I'm just glad that we were able to do this. I think it came out great. I'm so glad I bought this Game Boy and that he bought the one he did. And most importantly, I'm just glad that I had the chance to make a video on this rare limited edition Game Boy Pocket.
Hopefully this was very informative to you guys. I may have said that already, but I actually really do hope this actually
I really do hope so too. And for what I paid for it, I'm very happy with it. So thank you.
Especially since it is so limited as well.
It is.
You said 10,000 to 50,000 made.
Exactly. And, you know, it's not like Toys R Us is around anymore.
Exactly. Well, it's not like they're going to be making any more either.
Well, yeah. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please let me know, did you have a Game Boy growing up? If so, which model? Did you ever see this limited edition Game Boy Pocket before? I'd love to know what you guys have to say in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and take care.